Yeah.
Surprisingly.
So I ain't take your honey pack yet, bro. Thank you for that, but I can't be jugging no air yet. So
Hey, listen.
what's up?
I passed out so many. I got one person who I promised, but I've been busy this week and weekend. So
Uh,
you know what I'm saying? I got four left.
gotcha.
Well,
Who
three
is
left.
that?
4.
That's
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm
neat.
sorry, ass. I'm
Neat.
sorry,
This
ass.
this neat. This what it do. This
I'm
what
too
it
young
this,
for
this
this
what it do, girl.
conversation.
This what it do. This what it
I'm too young for the conversation.
Yeah, me too, Neat.
I might pop one in my drink tonight. I
do. Where my damn bell? Oh shoot, my bell. I ain't got my bell. It's in my bag because I was on the road.
don't know. Well, doing the thing, you better.
I'm
Oh
getting my
man!
bell. I think I. Where the hell is my bell? Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it.
All I'm all I'm saying is make sure when you take them shits, you take a Motrin.
I'll give you a headache, but I got you. I
Whew.
got it. Got it.
But that ain't the only thing that's gonna be hurting.
I
Oh,
heard. That's
Neat.
woo.
We need to cover our ears. We're too young for this mess.
Make you think so. It make you think more than one. You think more than two people.
You stuttering, bro. You stuttering. Neat. What you
Whew.
talking about?
It's getting me hot. I'm
y'all,
hot now.
y'all women be talking
Get a
all that.
fan.
Right.
Hey, and they got that thing called what? The pink kitty now for the women.
What's that? The pink
Nope.
kitty.
Don't look like that.
That's what I'm saying. It just is out there.
Mm.
We old.
I'll take your word for it.
They
We
need
got-
it, Neat.
Yeah.
I got a lot of mileage
Need
on the.
it.
I got a lot of mileage, baby.
It ain't the fact that you need it, but just when you want to get your point across. You know what I'm
Exactly. So sometimes you got to get your point across a little extra.
Oh,
saying? No
that's
intro.
We didn't even start the show yet.
I mean, because y'all steady going on about your little honey.
Hey,
Yeah.
just turn the wee into some dick.
Okay. Well.
Oh, you thought I forgot about last week, Vic? You
Well,
thought I forgot about last week? Sorry, Veronica. You thought I forgot about last week, Vic? What about them boys, brother? Mm-hmm. Hi, Veronica. Hey, Nicole.
hey, yeah. What about them boys?
What about them boys, brother? Oh, he quiet now. Yeah, didn't think I was ready. Mm-hmm. I'm here, baby.
Well. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host, Veronica, back with you again tonight on this Tuesday. Welcome, my brother Victor, damn it, boy White. Welcome back. Brother Fatine, all the way from WBLS radio station. And
Mhm.
again, this week we have a very special guest. Are you a guest?
Mm.
Your family now. What's going on, Nick Cruz?
Yeah. All these conversations y'all have backstage.
Mhm.
Right. Like, really? They starting to show off this way.
Mm.
Yeah, I need Jesus.
We got it. We started off with a rise. That's how we started off with a rise.
Oh boy. Hey Stanley. Hey Patricia. Both Patricias. Lisa. Yeah, they're getting started early. You see that? Hey Stacy. Hey Rodney. Thank you so much, Rodney, for the stars. We appreciate Rodney every week sending us stars. We got love for you and all of you out there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey Kay. Congratulations once again. Yeah, give Kay a hand. She got married not too long ago. Yes. Congratulations to Kay Benjamin, now Gaddison. Yes. Oh, wait. Tangy Tea of Life has been brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Now I have a new class at the Pine. Oh, wait. First of all, Big Area Gym Wednesday, 7 p.m. Saturday mornings, 9. We get our cardio workout on $5 a class. And now we have a seniors class added Monday nights on 6 p.m. at the Pine Recreational Center. $5 per class. I say 55 and older, but if you just need a low impact workout, please join us Monday night.
I'm about to come out there. See a lot of tenderonis out there, baby.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get me a PlayStation.
Yeah, Christmas is coming, baby.
You're gonna need that little box.
Honey.
You're right. I'm trying to knock somebody's wig to the damn side. And that shit sitting on the back of their head like that.
You better go to bingo and find somebody. You better go to bingo and find somebody.
I got me a fresh tube of Bengay. I'm rubbing knees all Monday night, baby.
All right. Slips.
I'm pulling slips up. I'm putting holes in damn stockings and all of that.
There you go.
You know what?
And if you got a weave on, you better make sure it's glued down, because
I'm grabbing all that.
Yeah, gonna get yanked off.
If I have any of my ladies watching, please forgive these sinners.
Sinners. We all got here because of that.
They don't know what they're saying. They don't.
We don't. So we just got here because the stork bored us. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mr. Sammy. Hi, Audra.
You got to laugh at that.
Watch I come Monday.
Well, you'll be sitting to the front.
In more than one way, in more than one way, son.
And I'm gonna wear my tights with no drawers.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You gonna wear your what?
Let me stop.
Yeah, I'm out. What the hell?
You will not. You will not.
I see you, Mike.
And then you said he got to be in the front of the class. Okay.
Hey, Mike. We have a bingo game October 1st. Bring your honey. Oh my gosh.
Tell us where it's at, Mike.
What's going on, T Nitty? T Nitty is watching from YouTube. Guys, don't forget we do have our YouTube channel going on as well. Don't start with me. You know I have trouble with that word.
What's the word?
Channel. Wait.
Channel.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you, Neat. They be getting on me like.
No, we just want. I didn't hear what you said. That's all.
YouTube.
YouTube what?
Page.
No, we got a page. We got a channel.
Go over there. We are live both places, so be sure you check us out. And guys, don't forget to go subscribe to our channel
on YouTube.
We're gonna sell YouTube China. There's gonna be some Tangy Tea China that you can have.
Whatever. Moving along.
So let me say this before you get started. I was just playing about everything I said before the show and before we got to the 8-minute mark, because I ain't trying to get my shit split in 4 different ways. So I quit.
Oh, he's sorry.
What?
He's sorry.
Because he know I've got to say, why are you putting out that disclaimer, brother?
I wink now.
I got you, baby.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Leave me alone. Do you all have any words that y'all have trouble pronouncing?
Yeah, I got a lot of words.
I got a lot of them.
Me too. And I hate when I'm on the radio and they come up. I'm like, oh. I sometimes I learn now to skip the damn word. Hell.
Yep. Skip it.
Skip that, son of a bitch.
Right.
How can I help you? I have a hard time saying that. What
That's
do you need?
Damn sentence. Not a word. That's a whole damn sentence.
Tell me. Can I hold the door for you, miss? I know you can't say that one. I know you can't say
right.
You don't speak polite. Okay.
That's what he don't do.
Oh yeah, he got a text, Patricia. You see him? He on his watch right now. He's saying,
Getting his
watch
ass-
what you say.
getting that whip ready, getting his ass in line.
Be careful.
Be careful, baby.
She's gonna be outside that door.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Well, all right. So how was your weekend? I had a fabulous weekend.
What'd you do?
She danced. She
Danced.
danced
I
and
did.
danced.
I enjoyed myself. My cousin Twig had her husband a birthday party. And it was really nice. I saw a lot of people that I haven't, seen in a while. They were there, and it was a great atmosphere. And I was glad to be there. I actually had to host the party, so I was glad that she asked me to do that.
You was
And,
naked. You was also naked.
I was not.
Yes, you were.
She was well dressed.
No,
Thank
she was
you.
naked. She was naked. You was showing skin that you don't never show. When the last time you showed your stomach?
Come on, Vic, help me out.
Living.
I always show my.
I was waiting.
When?
I was trying to see where this was going. I'm waiting.
When the last time you showed your stomach, Veronica?
When I was with Victor.
Ooh, wait, hold on. You got a pack of cigarettes, Neat? Because I
Not like that. Come on.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't even start it, because
You said it.
You know how people twist that.
With
He's
the
gotta
amount of
fix it
work
for you.
she put in to crafting and sculpting her body, hey, everybody should appreciate it, because I don't think Veronica realized how toned she really is, but the rest of us see it. So when she does, and she doesn't always show it off, she don't. But when she does, she's going to get the looks, and they're well justified. But she keeps it tasteful. I will say that. I've never seen.
What you want to show?
Yeah, and that's the reason why I didn't come out and give you the compliment the first way, because you would be So this is how I got to start, is to get you riled up and then Victor. But that's correct that you have toned up. I mean, you are. I have to call you a gladiator. I call you a gladiator. You may not be where you want to be, but I've seen the transition in not only physical, but also on the mental side too. So I really do, and you could be one of those warriors fighting out there with Viola Davis and hey.
Let me see.
There you go. So
I really do feel great. Thank you so much for that. I really do. And people don't understand, when you work out, like, it's working all of that, your mental, like, it's just all of that. Like, I'm just so grateful. Don't get me started, but thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. I work hard for this, but I got ways to go, though, because I still feel like my tummy was hanging over. But hey, I come along.
A lot of people's tummies hang over. You be all right.
Ooh.
Thank you, Neat.
There you go. See, look at his hanging over.
Oh, Big Show.
Hey, that ain't nothing but a garage for that. Never mind.
That's for a little shade when it come out in the sun.
You know what?
I spent some time with some people I met some new people this weekend. I went to a house party Saturday, and I seen some people drinking some gin, and I was just like, man,
I drink gin. What's wrong with that?
You said what?
Yeah,
Really?
I drink gin. Yeah. I drink Tom Collins.
Look, Neek drank last week. I don't know. I'm going on what Neek put out there. She done drank, and somebody tried to drink with her, and they were laying across the bed, knocked out.
Yeah.
So I ain't even trying to drink with Neek.
Me neither.
Say something like that.
I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drinker. So
I'm not taking shots of gin.
But you feeling good last week?
Oh, I'm feeling lovely.
There's nothing wrong with that. Have fun. Live your best life.
Oh yeah, I live like there's no tomorrow.
Okay.
Shit, on that gin, it might not be a damn tomorrow.
I'm glad I didn't take a sip.
I lived though. I enjoyed it.
And I went to celebrate Miss Lois's 74th birthday party Sunday in Hartsville. So that was cool.
Okay, that's a blessing.
The black tie event. But of course, you know us. We I ain't want to talk about nobody because some of the people view that beer, but y'all know what y'all know. I'm just saying.
No, we don't.
What I'm saying is, if I say black tie formal, you show up in some stuff, I'm like,
well, how did you look?
Oh man, them pictures ain't out yet. But I had
behind him.
On. I had this on. So and by far those pants are the tightest pants I own in my fucking closet right now.
Oh my you had God. On tight pants.
Well, I didn't have on the right underwear, and bro, you know what I'm talking about. You don't wear the right underwear. It makes
you wear tight pants too?
No, 15 don't. He wears short.
I just asked a question when you looking at me like that.
She talking to you, 15.
I don't wear tight pants. Veronica wanted to say I wear shorts. That's why I threw out a couple pictures of me on the Phil Donahue show with the suit and the the crown and all that, because that's what I used to do. But now, man, I done did all that. I mean, I'll dress when we need to dress, but hell with that. Shorts and this is what's happening. Unless I got to. But when I got to, I do it right.
Cheryl said you had on skinny slacks.
Oh,
skinny.
No, there wasn't no damn slacks. These wasn't no slacks. These shits was tight, son.
You had jiggins on?
Well, no, they were suit pants, but they were so tight I had to leave my wallet in the car. I'll just say that.
And you wear them comfortably?
Yeah, my jacket was, yeah, I sure was.
Well, you must have didn't dance and drop down or nothing.
I sat right there where I needed to be, because standing up and sitting down was a task in itself. So no. So
you couldn't even completely enjoy yourself at the party.
I enjoyed myself because I was with the person else. I was enjoying myself with the person who I was there with. So that was enjoyment enough.
And I'm sure everybody that was dressed according to, dress code or not dress code enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, because their shit was a little looser. It was
and that's okay. They enjoyed it. They didn't have to watch how they move because they pants too tight.
That's it.
Cheryl said I drove to the place very carefully. Very, very carefully. I had my seat leaned up front to get maximum loosage in the nether region. I'm telling you, it was motherfucking tight, son.
So the person y'all didn't dance, and she didn't back that up on.
No.
She didn't back that up on you.
I said, hey man, this shit might not work.
You don't split the seat.
No, it wasn't split the seat. I'd have split something else.
You got to spin out the seat.
Huh?
You got to do that little spin out the seat.
Oh, so you know.
Oh, Mike, we may have to make this True Soul Band Saturday, October 22nd at the Fat Man Cave in Darlington. And he have tickets. True Soul Band really puts it down.
Ask me what the dress code. As long as I know the dress code, I'll come.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Rosa. Hey, Jason. All of you out there, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Tangy Tea of Life. Of course, this is where we talk about any and everything. And we do have a letter this evening. Are y'all ready to get in the letter? Or y'all have something else on your hearts?
One more thing. Fatine, where you at?
I'm home.
Oh, okay.
I ain't on the road. I just got back Saturday for a week.
I think someone's in there because he's acting a little strange tonight.
No, I got the game on. Ain't no
come on.
Game on. Ain't nobody here. Not yet.
Hey, Mr. Rita.
Nick, you had a good weekend?
Yeah,
wonderful. Enjoyed it.
Tom Collins and all, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's get into this letter, shall we? Like I was telling y'all backstage, we kind of had a letter like this before, of course, but everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people go through the same issues. So we're gonna okay, thank you, Mike. I'll check it out.
Same BS, different day, that's all.
That's all, and we are here to help the folks as much as we can. So we're gonna get into this letter and see what y'all think. All right, so it goes. I think I chose the wrong one.
Who?
Hi, T family. I'm in a relationship, but my heart truly belongs to someone else. I met this sweet guy earlier this year walking from out the mall. All that I want in a man, he has it. But my heart is still with my ex. We broke up a little over a year ago because he cheated on me with one of his exes. I still think it wasn't his fault because she was always throwing herself on him every chance she got. I think he made a poor decision one night when he was drunk. She didn't want to see us together, and now that we are not, she's moved on and is in a happy relationship. She has always been a problem when we were together and a child was involved. They have a son together. I could not accept the fact at that time that he cheated, so I called it off, but now I'm regretting my decision. He is single at the moment, but I don't know how to tell my current boyfriend that I want to go back to my ex. It doesn't feel the same like it did when I was with my ex. I want to be so happy with my boyfriend, but I can't stop thinking about my ex. Why do we do this to ourselves? I'm so confused right now. I don't want to hurt feelings, but my feelings are not there. At first, I thought he was the one, but I cannot shake these feelings off for my ex. How do you get over someone and move on? It sound familiar?
Mm-mm.
Well, I've never heard it before.
No.
But
This is a good one.
Sound like
Easy,
every
but
other
good
woman I
one.
done heard tell
Easy, but good one.
some shit.
What you say, Vic?
Sound like every other woman I done heard confide in somebody.
Oh, so once again, this is why we have to be careful. This is why you do not move on until that door behind you is closed. You know, we all sometimes get in situations that we be like, oh man, you know, like things happen, we let our feelings get caught up, and it's just, we have to be careful. Like I said, opening a door before the other one is closed. You know, you still had you know you still have feelings for your ex, but yet you still let this other man inside. And now he's probably caught up in his feelings. You said he is a good man. He how did you say it? All that I want in a man, he has it. Like, says your ex cheated on you. Do you really want to go back down that road? I mean, do you really want to go back to that? And how do you know your ex wants you back? You saying, how does she do it thing? He is single at the moment, but I don't know how to tell my current boyfriend that I want to go back to my ex. How do you even know that he wants you back? Are you still conversating with him? Like, did he tell you that he want you back? Okay, you go on and step out there thinking the grass is greener when he could be up to the same no good. And then it seems like you blaming this woman for everything. Okay. Did she have a gun in his head or something telling him to take his clothes down? Like, seriously, we have got to stop blaming the other woman when these men cheat, and vice versa. If the woman cheat on you, stop blaming that other man. Like, they had a mind to think of their own. So I'm going to turn it over to Victor, damn it, boy, White, and see his thoughts on this.
So she's already cheated on her current boyfriend. But my advice to her, before we really get into it, is you don't owe your current boyfriend anything. I mean, why would you tell this man that's been 100% faithful to you, that's been good to you, that hasn't cheated on you? Why would you even tell him you're going back to your ex? Just fucking leave him. It's that simple. It's like you need a reason to leave a good man to go back to a shitty man. And I'm not calling my man shitty because of his character, because of his character. I'm calling him shitty because he cheated on you, and you say that's why y'all broke up. But there's a reason why he cheated on you. I don't know if it was you, or if it was anything. I mean, but there's a reason why he cheated. So you've already made excuses for this man why he cheated on you. So you're blaming the other woman when the other woman owed you nothing. And your man owed you everything. And he put all that shit up to risk to cheat on you with somebody who he's been with. And you still finding faults in the other woman. So you stupid as hell for that. So I'm gonna just pass it to Fatima before I get too much into it.
You gave me a heartburn.
Baking soda and warm water, ma'am.
So here we go. So I'm probably gonna ruffle some feathers, but I don't give a damn because I've been saying this for the longest. And if you listen to what she said instead of our opinion first, if you listen to what she said, she described what was going on. And then she said he made a bad decision when he was drinking. She softened it a little bit. She softened it. That's number one. Number two, you can't sometimes realize that when you fall in love with somebody and they do something bad, that it's all over. For instance, somebody just wrote, and I just want to go back to their post real quick because I copied. Hopefully it comes up. I copied it. And Audrey Marine, the X is the X for a reason. Leave him there. And see, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes we as people make mistakes, or not mistakes, or bad decisions. Let's say bad decisions. When you cheat, that's a decision. When you make these decisions and they're bad decisions, you automatically want to say, oh, he cheated or she cheated and I'm done. But you still, in your heart, you still love that person. Veronica is right. You can't move on. You want to move on, but if that door's not closed, you can't move on. You think you can physically move on, but mentally and emotionally, you have not moved on. Y'all want to keep throwing. I say y'all that want to jump. Oh, he did this and that. I keep telling y'all. Sometimes we do things that is not cool, but we still love that person because they did that. And do you want to throw that away all the time? Like Victor said, she don't owe this guy anything. I don't want to go that far. I think if this guy is a good guy, she owe him that respect. But she owes that respect because nobody wants to be in a relationship with anybody. Have y'all ever been in a relationship where you know that person was still in love with somebody else? If you haven't walked that damn road, then you need to shut up. I've been there before. My first wife was still in love with her child's father. She thought she wasn't, but she was. And at first I got upset, but when reality kicked in, then I realized she needed to go back and deal with that. I didn't fault her for that. She should have been honest, but she thought that she wanted to leave that in the past because of some of his lifestyle. But she still was in love with him. If you're still in love with someone, and if they're no good, then you leave that in the past. If you're still in love with someone that made a bad decision, and you're never going to be happy, sis. You're settling. You're never going to be happy. You're settling for a good dude. You got it. I got that. But you're settling. Your heart is not content until you deal with this brother to see if y'all can make it or not. That's my saying.
Oh, my turn. Okay, so she cheated, right?
He cheated.
The ex cheated.
All right, so the ex cheated. So the ex cheated, you're still in love with him. You have a good guy, but you're comparing him to the old guy to the point where you kind of miss some of the routine that you have with the old guy. So you're stuck on stupid. That's the best way to put it. You're stuck on stupid. There's no long explanation. No, oh, this, that. No, you're stupid. Stop being stupid. Why would you go back to somebody that didn't value your feelings, didn't value your heart? You're not in love with them. You're infatuated with the thought of your routine that you had with them.
How can you tell somebody's infatuated or not in love? How can you say that she's not in love with him? We can't question what a person is in love with. How do we call love and infatuation? How do you say that?
Love don't hurt.
Love, yes, it does. Yeah, you want to bet? Love does hurt. Yes, it does. Love does hurt. Love ain't no jumping, skipping, and on
Ain't no
flowers.
such thing as struggle love. I'm sorry y'all promote that.
There's a
There's
difference
no
between
thing.
struggling and being hurt. There's a big difference.
Nope. She ain't in love. She's stupid.
So let me tell you this. All right. So you sit here and say love don't hurt. All right. Love will have me out doing things and risking my life in order
Obsession will have you risking your life.
You said what?
Obsession will have you.
No, ma'am. I totally disagree with you on that. You got to understand, if you in love, I will put you before I put myself. Even though I preach that I come first, in order for me to take care of you, I have to take care of myself. But love, true love, will have me up at 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to make sure you straight. Even though I know I have prior obligations throughout the day, will have me sleepy at work, will have me checking up on you, will have me
like somebody a lot and do that.
You said what?
You can like somebody a lot and do that.
You can love somebody a lot and do that too.
I have never liked somebody and done
and did that. No,
I've never liked nobody.
I mean, that's okay, but that's you. There's plenty of people who have stayed up all night on the phone talking to somebody, or have woke up at 3 a.m. to go make sure. I'm just saying. I'm just giving examples. I'm giving samples. I'm not giving just one. I'm giving multiple. So you can't say, okay. I mean, like, if she was still in love with that individual, she would be with that individual. She wouldn't have been with nobody. Like, and that's being serious. She wouldn't be with anyone else if she was in love, because she wouldn't be able to even see herself with anyone else if she was in love.
But she was hurt, and when you hurt, Neat, she was hurt, and when you're hurt, the first thing, even Veronica, you can jump in on this too. The first thing Veronica says is that no, I'm not dealing with that. So when somebody cheats on you, you feel that they severed what you had, and you want to cut it. But as you get away from that emotional pain, and then realize that, whoa, I still love that person. See, you got to realize a lot of people that stay together have been hurt. There's people that are couples that have been together 30, 40, 50 years that are celebrating. We go, oh, congratulations. But you don't know that she may have cheated, he may have cheated, and they've gotten through that. But you said they're stuck on stupid. That's why I said you can't say that somebody's stuck on stupid if they love someone, because if she goes back to this guy and then she has an everlasting love with him and goes on, who's stuck on stupid? Because no, how can you say that if they are prospering?
Like, have you ever sat back and asked yourself, what is true love? I'm being for real. Like,
I asked myself what true love is, and true love is not a fantasy. It's not a fantasy that's one-on-one all the time.
And I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying that it does not hurt. Yes, a lot of times we are obsessed with people. We are infatuated with people. And it looks like love. A lot of things can look like, I be stressing Vic out. A lot of things look like love. Like, I mean, a lot of things look real, but they're fake.
That's true. I mean, I can't sit there and say that you can't say that. But how can you say how can you, Neek, say somebody, and not that you're not right, but when you say someone is not in love, they're infatuated, or they're stuck on stupid, but they're still in love with each other and they get back together and go on to live a happy life, then they're not stuck on stupid. They're still in love. And there was a bump in their relationship that they went through, and they got through that and moved forward. That's what. Okay,
cheating is a bump.
Sometimes that happens.
No, cheating don't just happen. That's a choice. You made a decision.
Exactly. And you know how many people that have been in 50-year relationships that are happy now that cheated? 40, 30 that have cheated on one another? I'm not promoting cheating, but I keep telling y'all, I'm going to say it, and I don't give a damn who gets mad. Y'all keep putting this one-on-one relationship crap. That doesn't always work. It works for some. Like Veronica promoted somebody that was being married one-on-one. That's beautiful. But I'm telling you, in reality, you have more couples that don't live a life like that than that fantasy of that one-on-one marriage.
So
y'all can
what
say
do you,
whatever y'all
what do
want to
you
say.
think is
You
the
can
fantasy
disagree,
101
but
That's-
marriage?
that's the reality.
That's a choice.
That's a
Yep.
choice.
I mean, if you want to live that way, if you want to hop from person to person, I mean, that's your choice.
It's not about hopping
Yeah.
person to person. It's
But-
about sometimes you make bad choices in life. Don't mean you throw away the
But
marriage
when,
all the
when are you
time.
going to grow up
Oh,
and
yeah.
make the right
Wow.
It's
choice?
not about growing up, Veronica. Sometimes you make bad choices for other reasons. It's not
How
about
do
just
you
growing
make a
up.
bad
Y'all
decision
keep
just
putting it like
because
that you're some
somebody's
child.
It's not about treating them as a child, Fatine.
Don't say just a
When are
man.
you
It's about
gonna-
both people
When
too.
are you going to wake up and just stick with one person?
Because some
Okay,
people
no,
don't want
let me-
to stick with one
Let
person.
me say this. Okay. So a person wakes up every morning and chooses you. Every morning. They wake
Right.
up every morning and they choose to be with you. When
Right.
they open their eyes in the morning, they choose to love you. They choose to have breakfast with you. They choose to come home to you. And the moment they step out, which is not their fault, there is nothing no one else can do to make you feel like somebody else is more appealing than them. Because if somebody else is more appealing than them, then you need to leave. Why be somewhere where you're not happy?
Mm-hmm.
You're settling yourself if you're somewhere you're not happy. If you're miserable in a marriage, relationship, or whatever, that's your fault because you have all the opportunity to leave.
Well, what
And
if you're not miserable?
and
Lee?
I don't give a damn if it's a marriage. You have the opportunity to go down to that courthouse and say, I want to file for divorce.
You do have that opportunity to do that. You're exactly right. But it's not as easy as it sounds, especially if you want that marriage to work. And I can say that because I've been there. I wanted the marriage to work, and I took a lot, because I wanted that marriage to work. But
Was
when
that
it
fair
was,
to you?
huh?
Was that fair to you?
I mean, it may not have been fair, but that's just something that I wanted at that time. I wanted to work on my marriage. I wanted my marriage to work. Was it fair to me? No, because I wasn't happy, but I was trying to get back to that point where I was happy. You see what I'm saying? But then it got to the point where I had enough and I left. But it wasn't as easy. It wasn't that simple just to say, oh, okay, I'm out. No.
Right. That's all I'm saying. That's
I'm
all
not
I'm
gonna say
saying.
it's easy to just walk away from somebody. No, I'm not gonna say that. But if you're gonna cheat, that right there lets you know you're not happy where you're at.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Y'all think like that for us women, but for us men, it's not always like that. It's
So you
not.
just wanted something wet and new.
Sometime, just to be reality. To yes.
I believe it. I'm like,
yeah. Because
I-
because I said this online the other day to this other sister that I complimented the other day. We had that conversation. A lot of women want us to think like y'all, and we don't think like y'all. We don't. And we don't operate like y'all all the time.
So
our perceptions are different.
So you talk about cheating. If you down on your luck and I drop $500 out my pocket and you see me drop it and you got bills need to be paid, you'll sit here on this live and say, yeah, you'll return it back to me. But in reality, you wouldn't.
I'm not.
I know you wouldn't.
I'm not
So
gonna
that's
sit here and
stealing.
lie to you.
But that's stealing. All right. So
but now
what
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you up
saying
front,
is,
I'm not gonna be able to give it back to you.
You said what?
I'm gonna tell you up front that I'm not gonna give it back to you.
Okay, so and I respect that, but that's still stealing. So
how is that stealing
understand
if I let you know and you still gave it to me?
No, I didn't give you anything. I said that I dropped it out my pocket. So understand that when the opportunity arises, if you're not going to get caught, some people will take that opportunity. That's just like with cheating. You got some men out there, and I'm not judging no man for anything that he does. I can only speak about myself. I don't entertain shit that don't pertain to me. That's why I'm not as approachable as some people really think that I am. Because if I'm in a situation, I'm not entertaining that bullshit. That's just like if I see somebody drop 500, if I really need it, am I gonna take it? Probably not. Because I understand that was just some temptation there and the bigger prizes way up the road. I'm not touching it.
Oh, so I apologize. I took it as you was giving it to me, not you dropped it. So yeah, okay, I would just give it to you.
Because I
feel like you would need it more than me because I don't know what you have going on.
I ain't giving that. No.
So you don't entertain cheating, Victor. You don't entertain
No,
your friends if they're in a relationship. You don't entertain them cheating in your presence.
No, because I mean, even my closest friends would tell you, like, I don't do that shit. Like, I don't even want to be put in a situation where temptation is out there because I'm human. Why go to the strip club if I know alcohol involved and all this shit? Hey, Vic might not have self-control, but Vic knows enough not to put himself in a situation that he may make the wrong decision or it may look a really certain type of way. Like, I don't do shit like that.
So let me
like I said, I got cheated on when I was younger, and I don't ever want to go through that bullshit.
It's not a good feeling.
Yeah,
It's
No,
not
it's
a
not a
good
good
feeling.
feeling.
It
So
is
I have
not.
a question. I have a question for you. Go ahead. If you,
I just wanted to say, so if Victor draws that line for him, but Fatine draws the line that I'm still happy, but I flirt. I'm more boisterous. I'm that kind of guy. I talk, I compliment. That's me. But I don't cross the line physically or whatever. Then what's the difference? We still are obligated to the person that we committed to, but I may flirt a little bit more, and Victor doesn't entertain it. What's the difference? There's no difference.
I'm going to start with him first. Okay, so I respect the fact that you don't put yourself in a situation because you feel like you may not have self-control. Well, what makes you not have self-control?
Me, I'm human.
I mean, I understand being human, but if you choose this person, what makes that other person make you risk it all?
So if I had the answer to that, then I could fix the problem. But I don't have the answer to it.
And that's why I asked, is because if you cheat on somebody, more than likely you're just wetting ass. So it's nothing more than that. So why would you risk that for just some wet ass?
You're missing the point. What I'm saying is,
no, I'm asking a question. I'm not missing a point. I'm asking a question.
You're asking a question that ask your question.
I'm gonna answer it after you.
No, don't answer it because I have another question for you.
Oh, okay.
Cool. If you don't have self-control, what makes you not have self-control? Why is it that you're willing to risk what you have, what you love, for a moment?
So let me say this. I never said I didn't have self-control. What I said was I don't put myself in those predicaments where I have to make a choice or it looks like something is going on that is not. So I will not put myself in a position, knowingly put myself in a position where I have to make a choice or it looks like I made a choice or it looks any kind of way. I just don't put myself in those situations.
I mean, I respect that.
Because, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If any man, if his woman was going to a sip and paint party and they had male strippers in there, they walk around here with a mile of meat hanging down to the floor, they're gonna feel a certain type of way. And there's some women out there that will ask their man, well, why are you going to a strip club when you can see me naked? So I try to treat people the same way that I would want to be treated. If I don't want you walking around here with a dude that got an elephant trunk in front of him, I'm not gonna do the same thing. I mean, I will want what's reciprocated. I just want what's reciprocated back to me. What I do, I want it reciprocated back to me.
And I respect that. Because you don't put yourself in situations that are gonna make
knowingly
put yourself in a situation that you know is gonna make your significant other upset or insecure in some type of way. So I can only respect that. My only question was, about self-control. So to you, in regards to being flirtatious, because I hear a lot of men say, and women say, like, I'm just flirtatious. Okay, so what if your significant other likes taking compliments? What if a man is like saying, like, damn, your ass is fat, and that made her feel good for the day? She's like, yeah, it ain't nothing, she acting on it, but she feeling good about it. And she was like, thank you. How's that gonna make you feel?
So that's simple. I think that first of all, I trust the woman that I'm with to be able to handle themselves as a woman. So when a man crosses the line and be disrespectful with their compliments, at the end of the day, they got to be checked. And if she can't check, then if this is somebody that is known or seen, then that's where I step in. But going back, I'm going to answer your question. Your question is very simple. It's very simple. That I think that anytime you with a beautiful woman, they're going to get compliments, and it's nothing wrong with to receive a compliment and say thank you. I don't like to see women walk down the street and get compliments and turn their head and don't say nothing, because sometimes that brings negative attention out. I don't have a problem with a woman or my woman getting a compliment at the end of the day. I don't have a problem with that, especially if you. I don't. No, she didn't ask that. Now, if it's in front of me and it's disrespectful, I've told y'all this before. I've been in a relationship where we both have given a woman or a couple a compliment. We've both done that. So I've been there. So that's something that we've both done. But she didn't ask that. She said, if my woman's walking down the street, blah, 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 and get so-and-so. If I'm with her and a guy says you got a fat ass, then that's disrespectful. I'm stepping in. That's different. But I don't have a problem a woman getting a compliment. Huh?
But what if that's not disrespectful to her? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay, just because you feel like it's not disrespectful for you to be flirtatious because you're not acting on it. What if it doesn't make her feel like he's being disrespectful because she feels like her ass does look big in this dress and she's feeling good about herself, and that just
because I think
garbage energy.
Because Nick, I come from a place where respect is there, and I don't think, for me as a man, I would never look at Veronica, yourself, or whatever, and give y'all a compliment. Your ass is fat.
You.
Right. So what I'm saying is, where I come from, there's certain things that is respectful and so. Yo, sis, you wearing that dress very well. That's a compliment. That's cool. But I got that. I don't have a problem with that.
Hold up. You can't dictate how somebody deems.
I can't dictate how she feels, but she got to realize. Okay, so
but then you gotta realize that she may not feel.
But then that's a conversation that we have. If she says, "Well, you're a little too flirtatious, you got to pull that back." That's a conversation that we have, and I respect that. But what I was saying before, I gave an example. I didn't say I was in a relationship. I was just using what Victor was saying, and I said Victor was saying on when he don't entertain that. I said I'm flirtatious, but at the bottom line, at the final end of it, we both don't cross the line. So that's what I was saying.
So I want to say this: any man that compliments my woman while I'm standing there, we got a fucking problem. Because it is. She don't need your compliment. She don't need none of that shit. Like, I don't see how any man would think that that's okay. Sis, you wearing that dress, motherfucker? I know that.
That's what I'm saying.
I just gave an example.
But to you, it may be a compliment. To her, it may be a compliment, but to her man, that's disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
And you're right. You're right. You can't. You're right.
Like, where are the lines drawn for her? As for you, because you were like, oh, okay, yeah, sis, you're wearing that dress. You're just giving her a compliment. But what if a dude says like, yo, your ass is fat in that dress? Who's to say like she may not feel disrespected? You may feel disrespected.
Oh, I feel disrespected.
But
come on, what kind of guy? Wait a minute, as a woman in a relationship, a guy tell you that, I'll tell you straight up, I think you're immature. If a man tells you that and you feel that that's a compliment in front of your man, I think you are lost.
I didn't say in front of your man.
Oh, okay.
But you'll be surprised how many women, especially
I got that.
Tell women, you filling out that little dress, like, oh.
I don't think.
And I expect, and you know what? And I see it all the time. And a lot of women prance in the mirror because they know. I mean, you see it on TikTok. You see all this. Y'all love these compliments. If you are by yourself, you love these compliments, especially if a guy don't cross the line and is disrespectful with it. Y'all love them.
Different to everyone.
Yeah.
So
you can't pinpoint or say this is disrespectful because what may be disrespectful to Veronica, it may not be disrespectful to me.
Well, when it comes down to us as a couple, you can say what is disrespectful. That you can, because at the end of the day, there's what is called mutual respect. I give you another example, real quick.
Okay.
There was a brother in my neighborhood. It'll be quick. A brother in my neighborhood would always speak to my lady, but wouldn't speak to me. So I told her, he got one more time to do that. You better check him, because if you don't check him, I'm checking him. So she spoke with him. Next time he spoke to both of us. And then we got a chance to talk. And I said, bro, we got a chance to talk down the road. And I said, you know how that looked? That was totally disrespectful. He said, I didn't look at it like that. But after now looking at it, I see it totally.
And he'll do it when you're not around.
No. He wasn't complimenting. He was just speaking. Well, I didn't tell him not to speak to her. I just said, if I'm there and you speak, you better speak to both of us. You better address both of us. That's all I said. And he did.
So y'all got to understand, Sunday, if a woman would have came up and told me my ass looked fat in my pants, she would have been right, because it was looking real luscious. But
luscious like a peach.
You
will feel disrespected.
I would feel disrespected, but it depends on where respect comes from who is actually giving the compliment. If I'm telling my woman her butt look this, girl, your titties is tittying and all that other shit, she gonna like that because it's coming from me. But if somebody else say that, if she takes that as a compliment, that means you trying to give my man some tail, and I'll have a problem with that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let's get back to the letter.
Back to the letter. I'm still gonna say she's stuck on stupid, because apparently somebody did not value your relationship. And I mean, the fella's gonna think the way they think. They're men. They look at it differently, and that's okay. And not to say that they're wrong. However, from a female point of view, why would you go back to somebody that did not value your heart, that did not value losing you? So, like, this individual cheated on you with somebody from their past, and now you're about to do the same thing to somebody that values you. What sense does that make?
Because what do they say? Hurt people.
Yeah. And she says she's not, and she still loves that person.
Stupid.
And she still loves that person.
How do you know that's love and not infatuation or obsession?
But how do you know it's not love? See, that you don't know. She's telling us in the letter she's still. But who are we to judge what she wrote in the letter? She says she still loves that person.
I gave my opinion. She don't have to like it either.
Right.
All I said is sometimes even me as a human being, I have to step back and say, is this really love? Or am I just infatuated with the routine that I had with this person? Am I infatuated with the feeling that this person gave me? Am I infatuated with the looks that this person had? Like, as a woman, and I can't speak for all women, but for some women, when we receive that type of feeling from a certain type of man, like, it's different. And we start comparing men.
But if you wrote the letter, Neek, and said you was infatuated, and then the person,
we're not gonna admit that, though.
Well, right. But I'm not so always. Well, you may not, or you may not even realize that till you go through it again. I think that she needs to close that door, because that door is always going to remain open unless he moves on. And I think that while he's still single, because she said he's still single,
right?
She put that out there. She needs to make a decision here to say, what am I going to do? If I'm still in love with this man and I want to still to try to pursue, then she needs to let this guy go. She don't need to be fooling around here, because then she's reciprocating what the other guy did to her. If she still loves him and she needs to get an answer to that, then she needs to deal with that. That's all I'm saying. Because if you in love with somebody and you laying with somebody that you don't have that same, I don't care if that infatuation, if it's infatuation, you still don't look at that person the same as you're looking at someone else. That is not healthy for your relationship. You're settling.
What I will say is, like you men like to say, sometimes cheating is a mistake.
I don't never say that. I never say choice.
I'm saying. Sometimes people look at cheating as a mistake. What if her looking at her ex is just a mistake?
Does she need to find? But she needs to get that answer. She
Yeah,
needs to get that
maybe she
answer.
don't need to leave that individual. Maybe
Then-
that individual's the best thing that's ever.
Well, she did say that he was a good man.
She said he's a good man, but she's in
and
love
sometimes
with
we run
somebody
away
else.
But sometimes we run away as individuals, not as women, not as men, just as individuals. Sometimes we run away from what's good for us because we like what's familiar to us.
So I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Nick. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad that you said that, because if you like somebody and you don't love them, it's easier for temptation to come through there if someone else comes in your life that you become more attracted to and feel that love. That's why I'm saying she has to get an answer to this. Y'all keep thinking that she's with, because you know how many people been with good people, but they don't love each other. Some make it and some don't. I don't believe in settling.
But why not?
You don't settle for any damn thing.
But why not give that chance for something good? It's gonna make you feel good that you can.
Because I don't love him like I love somebody else.
But it's not about love.
Yes, it is.
No. Listen to me. If she doesn't love this man that she's with, that's okay. Right. But she can learn from this man, and she can experience something much better.
He could be a good friend. He could be a damn good friend.
But that's okay. She can learn how she wants to be treated from this man versus going back to her ex for something familiar, just to feel how she felt when she got.
And it may prosper. You keep missing the point. Now, I'm not saying you missed the point. I'm not gonna say you missed the point. You don't want to look at it and say, you know what?
She's still talking
about he made a bad choice,
man.
because she said that he made a bad choice. He cheated.
Ex-girlfriend. Go ahead.
But my question is, what happens if she goes back to him and they are successful in their relationship? Then what?
Can we get Victor in here? Or he been trying to say something for a while.
I just want to ask y'all a question. Which is more devastating? And this is to all three of y'all. Which is more devastating? Your significant other cheating with the ex, or cheating with somebody new? Which is more devastating? I didn't ask you this, so it's equal.
Yeah, it's equal for me. I mean, like, living where we're living, more than likely, we know, like, everybody knows everybody here. So I'm gonna consistently hear about it. I'm gonna know about it.
I think it's the ex. The reason why I say the ex, because I think, for me, I think it's more devastating if it's with the ex, because the way I'm going to look at it is you're not over your ex. It was something new. It could have been something intriguing. It could be whatever. But with an ex, there's history. There is, you understand? There's a body count here. When I say body count, that's not good. There's history here. There's a history here. So to me, it's more devastating, because I'm going to think that maybe she's still in love with him. She's not over him. What is it about him that intrigues her, that had her go back to him? That's more devastating than a new person.
He gave great head.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm just giving. But I'm being honest, just as a woman that's out there, like, sometimes that's just what it is. I mean, like, it's not for every woman, but that's what I'm trying to give a different perspective of. It's not always about love. It could be just we missed something familiar that we liked.
I'm glad that you said that, Nick, because a lot of us men say that. A lot of us men say that. And when we do that, y'all y'all jump off a damn cliff or want to kick us off a cliff. But we say that for the longest, because we keep telling y'all we're not always emotionally attached to sex and cheating. We're not emotionally. Sometimes it's like playing basketball.
That's why I say it ain't always about love. Sometimes it's just about something familiar.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Y'all maybe say something that made Veronica.
Yeah, I love it.
But that's what I mean. Like, as far as like, and I mean, because I will only assume that Veronica's not a type of woman. I am. I'm
so Veronica, you answer the
question.
Was
probably good.
Let me throw that in there before they, So which is more important? Which is more devastating, Veronica, an ex or somebody new? If your significant other cheated,
I mean, if I had to choose, I mean, they both are bad, like Nick said. But if I had to choose, I would definitely say the ex, because I'm with Fatine. I feel like that you didn't close that door, and it was easy for you to go back to that door. You know, or do you still have feelings for your ex? Do she still have feelings for you? Are y'all trying to get back together? Like, why go back to your ex? I thought you closed that door. You know what I'm saying? So I
So
think
for
that would
me,
be more hurtful for me.
it would be the new person. If you cheated on me with the new person, that's gonna always adopt my mind that you've done this before. If you cheated with an ex, not to say that that's better, but I would understand that more than you taking a risk. Because I guess when a woman cheats, it's looked at so much differently than a man. And I can almost sympathize with you if you did cheat with an ex. Now, I'm not saying I would be cool with it because, I'm out. But if you did do it, I'd be like, well, it is what it is. But if you cheated with a new dude, you best believe I'm going to put 3 more dicks inside of you because I'm going to be like, you done this 3 more times. Like, I would just think that. Like, you started already a new relationship with somebody else. And a relationship don't necessarily mean that y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, but you started a new relationship with somebody else. That would hurt me more. Because now I'm saying, well, shit, you was that easy. I shouldn't have done everything I did if you just gonna just get the draws up like that. That's just me. So
well, the reason why I say both, because for a new person, that means you just like you were bored in some type of way. So you felt like you need to go out and deal with someone else. If it's with your ex, it could be that you may still have feelings for them, or they were just familiar and it was easy to screw.
Did you say bored?
Yeah, bored.
I give it to her. That's true.
Oh,
I mean, like some men get bored.
I'm
Like,
gonna step
they
away
get
and I'm
bored
gonna show you
sitting in the
what
house.
bored is. Hold
They
on.
get bored sitting in the house watching Tubi movies and
Yeah, but if you're in a relationship and you getting bored, you're gonna step out of your with the person that you with just because you're bored.
It was some men are
So
like that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
tell
gonna
you
say
what all you
all,
need when you
but some
bored.
men are like that.
This all you need when you bored. Some lotion and a tablet.
And the reason why I say that is because I've had a man tell me, well, I'm not gonna say he hasn't told me directly, but he stepped out on his girlfriend with me. I was the ex, and he told her he was bored. I was something to do.
And are they together?
No.
Okay.
So he
But
cheated.
you whoa.
Wait, y'all been talking this whole 30 minutes. Give me a second.
Let Veronica
Shit,
talk.
45.
So Nick, you're saying that he cheated on his girl with you. You was the ex, and he cheated on, and he's saying that he was bored with that relationship, so that's why he stepped out with you again.
Yeah. It was something familiar. He didn't have to go out and look for it. He didn't have to go find it. He didn't have to do all the extra. It was, we went out, we did our usual, movie, dinner, show, or
Oh, so
whatever.
y'all went out on a date.
Yeah. And it was, it was.
But why did you do that? If you got this whole moral thing, why did you do that to another sister?
Who said I had this whole moral thing?
I mean, I'm just going from your conversation on this show. It seems like this the way you talk on this show. So why would you do that to another sister then?
You assumed.
I'm a damn right I'm assuming. Damn right. Damn right I'm assuming. So why did you do that?
I was infatuated with this individual. So I felt like this individual coming back was like, oh yeah, I must have something that makes him want to come back.
I got it. I mean, I appreciate it.
Stop, Petit. Let her talk.
I'm not saying nothing. I didn't stop her. She said it.
Like,
she answered. She was. But this is when we say
felt
this.
like, oh, I had something maybe she didn't have that made him come back.
Tanya,
but that wasn't even it, because he didn't stay with neither one of us.
There you go. It was just a choice.
Well, I'm not
That's
gonna say
all.
that because I can always reach out to him and have a good time and go someplace and do something.
Yeah,
But
you got that
know,
hold on them. And some people got that hold on the person. Some people have that
no,
hold on
no,
them.
no,
That
no,
has
because
nothing to
I
do
would
with
do
the
that.
Some
hold
people,
on a person.
some people have that hold on a person that they can still pick up that phone, call them, and they come and knock those
No,
boots. That's
sometimes
all.
some people are just something to do.
That's
Stop.
right. Some
familiar.
that's
Stop
true.
trying to do that. Let her do what she do. Don't make it. Don't try to make it. Church it up. She didn't want to do that.
No, because it's real.
I'm not saying that. I'm just agreeing. I'm just saying what she's saying.
Sometimes it's just
listen.
something.
You trying to
do.
package this shit up in a boat. She is out and free. Let her talk.
Now you're getting me mad. I'm agreeing with her. What the hell are you talking about? I ain't trying to package shit up in a damn bow. I'm agreeing with her. What are you talking about?
Man out, but now you
I did not slut no man out.
Fuck that. You slutted him out.
No, I did not.
Go ahead. So we listening. So what happened again?
No, but I'm able to contact him because it's something familiar. I won't sleep with him anymore, but it's fun. We have fun when we go out. I'm able to grab a drink. I'm able to go see a show, whether it's a comedy show or whether it's a movie.
So you using him?
No, it's just a good time. Something to do.
But he's single now, right?
Yeah.
But you won't sleep with him?
No.
That's bullshit.
Why? What the hell is that about? You slept with him when he's in a relationship, but now he's single. You ain't gonna sleep with him? Come on.
Because
Come on, Nick.
I slept with him before he was in a relationship, but it didn't benefit me none. So I mean, why sleep with him more? It wasn't fun.
Y'all women are confused.
I do what's beneficial. I do what I like.
And a lot of us men do that too, but y'all want to throw us off the damn cliff.
But it's no. But that's the thing. What I'm saying is perception is everything, and you view it as okay, as women, this is how we're gonna feel. No, we all don't feel like that. Sometimes we just want to bust a nut too. We're just going back for whatever we're going back for. And that's just that. Like it's not, no, we're in love, we're infatuated. Women don't use that.
They use the roles, but go ahead.
The roles don't always work the way he can work.
That's right.
It's familiar.
And that's what a lot of us men say, but we get, oh, y'all man of dogs, y'all this, that, and the other.
He is very much so.
Yeah, but I understand. I'm not packaging in a bowl because when Spike Lee put out She Gotta Have It, and that girl Dollar was moving like us men, I supported it because society pats men on the back by doing that, but persecute women by doing that if that's their choice. And at the end of the day, I don't think so. So I don't have a problem with it, Neek. I had a little problem with you knew that he was in the relationship, but it goes both ways. So at the end of the day, you understand both sides of the coin. You understand both sides of the coin.
Have y'all ever seen a dog sleep with a cat?
No.
Have you ever seen a dog?
Yeah.
I've seen a tiger and a
lion. Have you
ever
seen a dog hump a cow, hump a car? You usually see dogs. You usually see dogs screwing what?
A dog, or try to hump your leg, or hump your leg.
Dogs.
Anything.
Other dogs. So when you call a man a dog, just realize what you calling yourself. It's that simple.
And I ain't gonna call that man a dog.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Now you may view him as a dog, but I never called him as a dog. I
never said that.
I ain't never said that.
He told that individual that I was something to do. So moving forward, he is my something to do.
And you went along with it.
Yeah.
He gave me an expectation. And you didn't care. And you didn't care nothing about the other woman.
Oh, at that time, no, because I felt like he cared about me until that was related to me, that I was just something to do.
Got it.
So when that relationship ended.
I appreciate your honesty on that, Nick. I'm glad that you said that because more women that do that need to speak on that, because a lot of times when we speak on it, we just we don't know what we're talking about. But a lot of us deal with women like that do those things sometimes.
So to all the women that like doing shit like that. I got a little bag that I'm selling that I keep all my stuff in. Can y'all see what that say?
Nope.
You see what my bag say?
Oh, whole bag.
Whole bag.
Yeah. I keep So
why would you need a whole bag?
I'm just saying I mean, if y'all
Why would
ever
you need a whole bag if it's an even exchange? We're both having a good time. We're both having a good time equally.
I even got my shades in here.
I'm not being paid. I'm not being paid for my benefits. I'm not being paid for it. So why am I being considered a hoe?
I'm just saying.
Thank you. I agree with you.
And
if it's evenly distributed, that even if I was to have sex with him, it's even. He wants it, I want it.
But society will treat you like that. Right. That's what I said. They will treat you like that, where we get a pass because that's what men do. That's society saying that. But women get persecuted for that. But I've always been saying on this show that some women feel like or operate just like some men.
Let me get to some of these comments because I'm sick of women saying this right here. If a man is in a relationship and he is going back to what he had, it's basically because she is doing something the current woman isn't, or because it's better, and the woman allow it because it's good to her as well. Stop saying that.
Why not?
Stop saying that a man cheat because she's not doing something the current woman.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Stop. This man is making this choice to go step out. The woman is making a choice to go step out.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with not doing something.
But it could be.
Not necessarily.
You said people should stop saying that. How can people stop saying something that could be a reality?
No, I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to a woman stepping out with a man that's in a relationship, it's about being superior. It's about feeling like you're better than this individual. You know more than this individual. You have his heart. You do something this individual doesn't. So I get completely what Veronica is talking about.
Thank you.
But that's I'm going
against. I'm not going to agree with you. Stop saying something that could be true.
Either, and you can't tell us what we believe or think
exactly.
Because you are a man.
But if we tell you that it's something that you're not doing that the other woman's doing, then what's the reality? What's the damn reality? What's the damn reality?
The superior thought process. You telling us that what she's doing is better than what I'm doing is no different. Like, it's still gonna make her feel superior.
And what man gonna tell his woman that? Are you going to tell your woman that the other woman is doing something that she's not?
Some men have done that. Yes.
Now, if a man
when they get put on the spot, why did you go out there and cheat? And that, and why did you go out there? Well, you know what? She don't just lay there. You just lay there. Oh, okay. Don't say that. Don't that some men do tell when they backed into a damn corner.
Exactly. If you were so much better than the one then he would be with you. So stop it.
That's not true.
Stop.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's not true because that's where I go back to you're familiar.
Right.
You're a good time. You're just
something to do.
You're not a long time, you're a fun time.
I
told one of my ex.
I agree with that. You're a fun time, but you're not. I told one of my ex,
you're a fun boy. I'll never be in a relationship with you again. I'll never look at you as in a relationship, but we can have fun.
You call this man a fun boy to his face?
Yeah.
You told a woman to her face that the other woman is better than her?
I've never been.
That's what Fateen's saying.
Listen.
So why we can't tell a dude that he's a fun boy?
So that's really disrespectful. But what I'm saying is
that's not disrespectful. That's not disrespectful. That's not this.
I'm letting you know
exactly,
that
yeah, that's not disrespectful.
Only when they're mad.
I'm agreeing with you, ladies. So don't jump on me because I don't have a problem with that. I ain't got a problem if you a fun boy. If somebody tells you that, yo, you a good time. Yo, if you laying that pipe or you doing that. I don't give a damn
Sometimes
about it.
it ain't even a pipe that's being laid. Sometimes it's the money that's being spent.
Yeah. It could be whatever it is making it fun for you, fine.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's just something to do.
True. I
So,
agree.
so sit back. If a man is in a relationship and the woman asks, "Why did you cheat on me?" and he gives her the answer, you know, this woman is doing this. This is why I cheated. A lot of times y'all don't accept that answer. You come up with all these different scenarios in your head, but except for what the man is telling you. And understand that when two people cheat, that other person might not be available. So I saw somebody say, well, why don't you just go with her? It might not be that simple. It was just sex. And I've said this, y'all confuse sex and love all the time. There's a big damn
But we're not talking about we're not talking about a one night thing. We're talking about somebody constantly going back cheating with the same person or whatever. Okay.
Sometimes it's sex.
And it could be sex, but a lot of times, I shouldn't say a lot of times, sometimes, and we can what if all night long. I'm just giving an example. Mm-hmm. It's the piece of the fact, it's just the whole piece. I like the fact that I can come to your crib or wherever we meet at. We can have sex and we can talk. We can have an intellectual conversation. We can do all this and we can do all that. And I can go on about my fucking business with nothing attached. But when I come home, it's where you been? What you doing? How was your day? You good? Da 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 da. And it's like, shut the hell up. Because all these questions that you keep asking me each and every day is so mundane. There's nothing in there. I can predict what you gonna say before you gonna say it. And that shit gets boring sometimes. And that goes both ways.
Mm-hmm. Just like doing it only at night.
Listen.
You got a bell, Veronica?
7 o'clock. Then I might jump you at 7:07. Then you might get jumped at 7:45. I mean, it's a whole bunch of damn times in there.
What about 7 in the morning?
Yeah,
no,
that
hell
works.
no. For
what?
He don't know what he missing.
Like, okay,
he
so
don't know what he
love me
missing.
in the morning. You don't like the way I look in the morning, and then I go out to go get some bagels and coffee in my bonnet. And I mean, I don't wear a bonnet, but I'm just saying. And this man told me, "Yeah, you looking good." And now I'm feeling good.
So let me tell you. Let me say this. Do you think you look good at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you done been sitting on a hot ass mouth for 10 hours?
Sure do.
I ain't doing nothing until
I look good at all times.
You say what?
I look good at all times. When my hair is up in a bun.
That's right. Speak on it.
Now, if you don't feel that way, that's your problem. That's a you problem. That's personal. But another man may like it.
But if you my chick, and we continue a relationship,
it's your job to make me feel pretty at all times.
I woke up like this.
My job to make you feel pretty.
No, I ain't saying
spin your head around 3 damn times. Take another
sip. It's your job to make me feel like you are always into me. If I feel at any moment that you're not into me, I'm gonna start asking questions.
If you slobbing and no, hell that's no, natural. That's crazy. That's crazy because we always ain't on our game. We ain't always on our game. I know if I grow my hair, don't cut my hair, and go to sleep and wake up, I ain't always on my game. I'm looking the best. No, we ain't always looking the best to a person. That don't mean we don't love them and that we're not attracted. But even though out of our love and our attraction, don't mean you always 100% on your game looking the best. Bull crap.
Please.
Bull crap. That's bull.
So you mean to tell me we sitting there and we getting together and I got my hair.
The only reason I can tell y'all that from experience, it's been a night where it's been 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 a.m. in the morning before practice.
And I tapped it too all those times. Don't mean she always looked the best, but it always means she looked the best. But I tapped it, shit. And I was still in love.
Sitting on top like this.
Yeah, no problem.
Still be sweat.
But yeah, gotcha.
So you mean to tell me if you got a big ass booger in your nose and it green and shit, 7 o'clock in the morning, you
Get
sound
to
like
the back.
a
You ain't
fucking
even
frog.
got to see that.
Hold up. And you sound like a whole frog and your mouth smell like 6 trash cans with butt juice in it. You think I'm about to damn mount your ass? You can get your
You
punk
ain't gotta
ass out
keep
this
it in the
bed
bag.
and get right.
You try to be too particular for sex. Now I
It's
gotta
not
get
about
up
being.
and look pretty. I ain't even into it no more.
It ain't about that. It's the simple
Yeah, it
fact
is.
that if I want to present my woman,
Oh,
I always want to present the best.
oh,
At
God.
least I'm clean. I want to. If I step out the shower, I'm clean. You think I'm about to go between your legs and you done sit there and let that thing marinate for 8 hours? You's a damn lie. If that's the case, I'll go sleep with Miss Mary down the damn corner in the alleyway. If I
But
want
what's
some 8 hour coochie,
What's
hold
stopping
up,
you
man.
though?
Run a rag in that shit, man. And
But
brush
see, you supposed to
your-
run a rag in it after anyway. So if you didn't run a rag in it after anyway, then what are we talking about?
That's
Then
why I
maybe-
don't do it in the morning.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm with you, Neek, on this one. I'm with you on this, Neek, because I've been there. So I know what you're saying. I'm just not going to say that you're always on your game and you're not your prettiest, but that don't stop you from 8 in the morning, 7 in the night, or whatever. You're right.
So
I'm with you
so,
there.
so you mean to
Wow.
tell me
What's
you can
up?
get through the hot mouth in the morning?
Like
You
Neek
can
said,
use
turn
that.
around.
Turn
Neek
back.
said, turn it around. Neek said, you, dude, come on. Yo, you better get some Listerine. Keep Listerine by your thing. What the hell?
So
Come
what
on,
you gonna
man.
say
You,
to that?
You
everybody,
gotta do
yo.
that while you go pee in the morning.
You pee? You gotta pee? You
I
ain't
don't
gonna
want him to
be
pee in the
8
morning.
hours and then go tap it like that.
Uh-uh.
Now, with a full bladder, everybody gotta go pee.
You talk about rolling into it. If
Yep,
I roll
rolling
into
into
it,
it.
I have rolled
And
into
I'm
it,
not
bro.
snoring,
Sometimes
and
I
you
have
wake me
rolled
up with
into
it.
it. And it, like Neek said, it's from the back.
listen,
Y'all made Veronica leave.
y'all talking. Listen,
I'm with Neek.
ain't nobody at their
Kanye
bed
said,
this morning.
kiss me on
Y'all,
the cheek.
y'all. You know what? Y'all light skinned people fucked up. I'ma just say that.
Woo! Wow.
Ooh, there's some racism on in with my. Yeah, maybe it's better with
Well,
light
my
skinned
dark
people
man
then.
don't care.
Maybe they shit. Because ain't nobody gonna exclude some time of the day.
Exactly.
I ain't excluding no for sex.
I am.
No, I ain't gonna exclude some
Yeah,
time
sure.
of the day. Mm-mm.
Hello, hey baby, what you doing about 6:45? Nothing. Hey, I'm gonna need you to tighten and wash that thing up. All right, cool. We meet up.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's why some men cheat, because guess what? The other woman, she already know what time it is, so she gonna freshen that thing up. She gonna run a rag in. She gonna put some vinegar in that thing, and she
Tighten
gonna
it
make
up.
sure everything straight. But then
Tighten
you
it
get
up.
home, your woman got the damn moo on with the grease stains on it, got the damn curlers in her hair, and she turn around, look at you, and want to hand you a bologna sandwich. I just got some Chipotle from Mary right here. I'm still eating my burrito. I'm walking out eat my burrito. You gonna have me a bologna
Chipotle.
sandwich?
So that means she didn't cook for you?
Didn't cook.
You better take this bologna sandwich.
Right,
see,
But
and
Neek,
that's the
but,
thing,
but
though.
yeah,
and
but
rice.
Neek and Veronica, both you ladies, Victor just said something that is very interesting. It's different when you're married and you wake up in the morning. That's different. But Victor did say something that is very interesting.
Still a relationship.
It's about, even if you're in a relationship, it's about you getting dolled up to go to work, and then you come home, and then you don't look good. You go in there, you put on some beat up t-shirt, some fuzzy ass slippers, put the bonnet on. That don't make us feel good, because you going to look good for the world, but you don't look good for me. And a lot of times us men try to tell y'all that, oh, I ain't gonna come home and this, that, and other. Y'all keep doing that and you keep seeing what happens. Continue to do that.
Okay. Well, I'm
For
gonna
one,
say this.
Continue to do
Go ahead,
that.
Veronica.
no, I was gonna say for one, I don't wear bonnets.
There you go.
I do put satin bun on my, not what I'm with, you know.
But that's the thing. You want me to roll over into some coochie and your hot ass mouth with the damn eye boogers and all that.
You ain't
No.
got to see that.
Can
You
I
can get it from
finish?
the back. What? Why are you trying to?
But y'all not dealing with what I said. We dealt with it. Why are we going back to that? Why are we going back to? I put out something about but I put out something. I want to hear from these women, Vic.
Okay,
that
you
why
want to
they
hear from all these people. But let me talk. Y'all been
But
talking
you
about
already
hours.
we've been on that already about the eye booger and all that. We've been on that.
Yeah.
What about when they not looking good for us? We've been on that for about 15, 20
so
minutes.
we come home, we put on our big t-shirt with holes in it, or our like Walmart 90s, our Roses 90, this comfortable. You can still pull that up and it's still gonna feel the same.
But why can't you, if you going to look good for the boss and the people at work, why can't you look good for your man? Why do you take your man for granted that it's cool that you can look like that? Not because it still feels the same. What about the attraction? Why don't you want to look good for him? Why does it, you got to down yourself and feel that it's okay for him?
No, because we
down yourself. That's how
we are very comfortable when we go to work. We do not wear this for the boss because the boss can go to hell. We are getting paid. We go out looking our best because everybody else sees us. So we may wear our nice heels. We may wear our nice suits to the job. When we get into, we are comfortable. We are in our environment. So yes, we're going to put on a nice t-shirt. If you want to see something more, you want to see something sexy, buy the lingerie. Buy what you like so I can put it on. And then we can have a good time.
That's what
and
Victor.
You're not going to do nothing but take it off anyway.
And that's what Victor said about Miss Mary over there. That's going to, when you come over to see Miss Mary, she going to have the food cooked. She going to have a nice t-shirt on, and she going to have the lingerie on. And that is the hook. That's the bait.
So
and y'all keep
thinking cook, and she has the lingerie on, but she get a check on the first of the month, and she ain't got no teeth, and she can gum it down. Who cares? That means you can get. Then that means you a community Peterborough. You can give it to anybody because anybody that gives you that, that's what you're gonna run to.
All right. So back to the point I was trying to make before I was rudely interrupted.
Sorry, Vic, but we was on that for 15 minutes. But go ahead.
I'm still doing it. Chill. So understand, this is what I'm saying. When you try to roll over, you talking about all this shit that, in the morning, get it from the back. I don't want it from the back. I want to see you for, in my mind, of what I picture, how I see you daily in my mind. But you want to give me some half-ass sex because we both horny at the time, but it's more to it than that. But when you go out, like you say, you go out into the world and you doing this and you doing that, like he said, you pretty. So this other chick over here, we already got some shit scheduled. So I know she gonna be looking her best. I'm gonna take a shower. She gonna take a shower. I got on cologne. We gonna have on some good shit. We gonna rip it up and we gonna do all this. Y'all have plenty of time to talk now. Please put your damn hand down.
I'm gonna let you finish talking. Right, then when you're finished, I'm gonna talk because I gotta answer all your questions.
All I'm saying is that you don't understand. Give me your best because the chick over here is giving me her best. Just give me your best. You giving me this half-ass shit in the morning, I don't want that. That's why I say at nighttime when everybody fresh, you can look good, you can come out, you can have your damn heels on, come out naked, and we can have a good time. But in the morning, that spontaneous shit, yeah, that's cool. But if that's how I'm always getting it, facing the back of your head, shit, you can be anybody. It is what it is, though, but y'all don't see it like that.
Well, we know you ain't looking.
Do I have permission to talk now?
Man, y'all have permission all night.
I am ready to eat you up. Okay, so when you go over to Miss Mary that's cooking for you, that has on a lingerie, that, is putting it down, taking her teeth out and gumming you down, that is only once in a while. She ain't doing that to you every night. So when you come home to me and you get a good meal, and I don't feel like, because I don't work the 8-hour shift, so now I'm going to be comfortable, and you're upset because I want to be comfortable, and you're upset because I'm only doing this spontaneously to put on lingerie for you, so you don't even appreciate it when I do it, because you feel like, it's okay, but Miss Mary does it, it's better. Then that's your problem. That's not a me problem. That's a your problem. Because you need to go live. Let me finish, because I'll let you finish. Now you need to go stay with Miss Mary and let her cook for you every night. Let her put the kids to sleep. Let her work 8-hour shift and come home and cook you a meal every single night and put on lingerie even when she's uncomfortable. That's what you need to do.
So
Since you're saying that, oh, well, Miss Mary is going to do this and that, that's what you need to do, because it's fun to look at the grass that's greener on the other side until you have to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm
Now,
saying,
go ahead, finish.
so what I'm saying is that that's where people drop the pack off. You can't drop your pack like that. And I get it. Just like you work your 8 hours, you know, and that's amicable. But a lot of us put in 10, 12s, and 16s. Not saying women don't. But when a man gets home, there's a difference.
Go ahead.
And I'm talking about a man, a damn
I'm talking
man.
about a man too.
When a man comes in the house and he is the man of his castle, I'm not saying that you can't be comfortable, but every now and then when he walk in the house, he wants to be greeted, you know what I'm saying, differently.
You say that spontaneous stuff is good here and there, but it's not good enough. But go ahead.
I'll let you finish. Show your appreciation for this good life that you laying up in, lamping up in. Just show your appreciation. And it don't necessarily have to be with sex. It don't necessarily have to be with a meal. Just show your appreciation, because there's a lot of men out there that will tell you their woman do not value them.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I just want to read Tim Johnson. Just want to read what Tim Johnson wrote.
Go ahead.
Tim Johnson wrote.
It better not be that comment.
That's why we have side chicks. They still care about impressing you. So basically,
so you mean to tell me, because I'm not even gonna listen to.
Out of all those comments, you picked Tim. Out of all those comments,
because I'm saying what Victor's saying. Tim is saying, not what Fatina's saying.
Is
what Victor's saying is about impressing.
It doesn't make sense. Okay, so I can take you on a trip paid for. I can do this, I can do that to make you feel appreciated. I still work the same 8 hours, and we can act like men work 12 hours. Only some men work 12 hours, and that's if they work in some type of warehouse or something. A lot of these men work regular 8-hour shifts, just like us, or maybe even less, and make 6 hours. And I know a lot of them. So a lot of them work from home, type on a computer, make a couple of bucks, and are all right with life. So don't sit here and act like, oh, they have to be steel boots every single night. Every man is not like that.
So what do you mean by taking me on a trip to show appreciation? That's not no appreciation.
Okay, so now she doesn't know how to give you appreciation, because feeding you, no, I'm gonna let you finish when I finish this. So feeding you is not appreciation. Coming home to you and choosing you every night is not appreciation. Giving you a gift is not appreciation. Take you on a trip and paying for it and not making you come out of pocket, since you're the king of the house and you pay all the bills, is not appreciation. So what is appreciation to you? Because I'm confused, because all Miss Mary did was get on her knees and give you a meal, and that was appreciation and made you feel like you need to cheat.
So let me tell you what appreciation is. If we're in a relationship,
yes.
If you go on a trip and pay for it, that means you taking out of the crib. That means you booked the trip that you paid for, and you can spend that money on something else that can go towards the house versus going off and doing the same 4-5 positions in another fucking place. That's stupid. That's not showing me appreciation. All right. Showing me appreciation is, hey, I appreciate you.
What if I'm showing you a new way of life? Not even just giving you sex.
You gonna let me finish?
Go ahead.
Showing me appreciation. Babe, I appreciate you. That's it. It's that fucking simple. I don't want to go on no damn trips because you take it from the budget of the crib. We got anything can happen. I don't want to go on no damn trip. That's some shit women like doing. I ain't saying all men like that, but a man that works hard, and you gonna see and say, well, babe, we going to Dubai this weekend. It's on me. We going on a cruise. I'm like, what? Why?
Relax.
Keep that money in the bank. I ain't finished. Keep that money in the bank. You want to show me some appreciation? Buy me a fucking card. Give me some damn flowers, something simple. I don't need no damn trip. I don't need no tires on my car. I don't need a full tank of gas. Just tell me, I appreciate you, Vic. And that's it. Thank you, babe. Yeah. Kiss you on your lips.
So what did Miss Mary? That makes me go
That's
back
it.
to, okay,
But-
so Miss Mary don't tell you she appreciates you. She just get on her knees and cook you a meal.
That's
And
appreciation too.
you accepted that, but you didn't accept that from me.
But Alicia Moselle writes, and this is a
Right.
woman's opinion now. Women, I understand we may be tired. We don't have to be sexy every day, but at least a few days out the week, allow him to come home to you look amazing. That's a woman saying that. A
I
woman
feel
saying
like
that.
some men just feel like new pussy. There's nothing like new pussy.
That's true.
And
That's true.
a
Or
woman.
good, or
and
good.
I'm gonna say
Good
a woman
to
because
say.
Let Veronica talk.
Go ahead, Veronica. She just said something about
That's
good,
right.
new, and I just said new or good. That's all I said.
I was going to say it really doesn't matter what a person do sometimes. A woman, I'm going to speak from a woman. A woman can do everything that this man wants her to do. She can cook. She can tell him how much she appreciates him. She can clean. She can take the kids here and there, and she can have his meals ready when he get home. Still go cheat. Then what? Then what? There's still somebody out there that's showing him something better than what she's doing at the house. Those are excuses.
Exactly.
You cheat, you're making excuses. That was your choice to cheat. So come on, mix me with all that.
Exactly. There's nothing Miss Mary is doing that's so elaborate, that's so extravagant, that's so great, that's making you cheat.
You don't get it. It's
Yeah.
simple.
And I'm not, because I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get it because I'm a woman. I'm not you. So I'm not gonna get how you think.
You think I don't speak for the guys out there?
Oh, no, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying, I'm not saying you don't speak for a lot of men. I'm just saying I can't speak for you, but there is nothing that justifies going to the homegirl down the street to screw her. There's nothing. If you want something, open your mouth. Use your words. Don't they teach you that in elementary school?
Okay, no, they didn't teach me that in elementary school.
I'm sorry, middle school. You heard it before.
But understand this: there are things I should never have to say to you that you should automatically do.
Why not? We've raised different ways.
If we in this relationship together,
maybe I'm not compatible.
There are certain things I should not have to ask you to do. There are some things that should just come fucking natural. And that's where the natural, wait a minute. That's where the natural selection process comes in at. That's why you see some women that with some men, and you like, how in the hell did they end up together? Because guess what? She do shit that he don't have to ask her to do. That's
not real. That means he communicated with her. He may not communicate with homegirl because he don't care about her, but he may communicate with her.
Let me get to some of these comments, and I want to read these comments without any interruption, okay? Because we've been missing a lot of good comments that's coming through tonight. So Alicia says, I agree with Veronica. At that point, he's cheating for the hell of it. Exactly. Thomas says, I agree with you, Vic. I used to work 12 hours at the steel mill. That's all I wanted to hear is I appreciate what you're doing for this family. Jason says, this is exactly why the person in this letter is stupid. Her man not cheating, and she wants to leave for the cheater. She deserves all the drama. I'm sorry. Toshiba. Somebody pass the collection plate because Veronica's preaching the good word tonight. Amen.
You said no comments.
I'm making the comments. Amen. Y'all been talking all night. Can I say a few words?
Well, I'm going on what you said. You said no
comments for you all. Let me break it down that way. Alicia says, my original comment was made because I knew a guy that said that was why he cheated. He stated his woman is a great woman. Tim says, you dress and start carrying yourself ratchet, then wonder why we have side chicks. Really, Tim? And I want to go to a text message that was sent to me. It says, old school thinks differently than young school. The older we get, time and communication becomes more important than leaving the house to go somewhere. Exactly.
Thank you.
That's mature. You grow up, but you still got 40, 50, 60-year-olds that still out here want to tip out instead of communicating with the person that you're with. Just
Can you read that
because
text message again for the people in the back?
old school thinks
I
differently.
so
Old school thinks differently than young school. The older we get, time and communication becomes more important than leaving the house to go somewhere. Exactly. Tanya says, when I lived with a man, I came home from work, still cook, fix his plate, and while he eating, I fixed him a nice bath and sat in the bathroom with him while he washed, and he told me about his day, and he appreciated that, and he was satisfied with the attention.
What grown man taking a bath?
But him, don't judge him, don't judge him. But, and I want to say, like, every man is not the same, because even the ex that, you know, I would say I helped him cheat. He says, like, no one woman is going to satisfy him. And some men are like that.
Yep.
And we have to be realistic that every man is not, oh, I just want to hear I'm appreciated. Every man is not going to say, oh, you know, I want to come home to a cooked meal. Every man does not work a 12-hour job. We have to be more realistic in when we're talking to people, that it's not just, oh, okay, some people cheat because they want to cheat. They have no reason. They will find a reason that you give them. Oh yeah, because you wear that thick Walmart dress. It was too old looking.
Right.
So you know why a man would tell you that no one woman can satisfy me because you wasn't the one. That's just being real.
I don't care. Like, he don't have to tell me I'm the one. Baby ain't getting
that's
it.
That's how a man keeps his options open. But I can still sleep with you. I'm gonna say little shit like that. I'm gonna tell you, I can't be tied down, because if I am tied down, yeah, I'm gonna cheat on you. But we can still fuck on the side.
This man was in a whole relationship and had 2 other women on the side and still talking to me. Well, I can show you the text messages.
No,
exactly. No. So that's why I said every man is not
different. It's different, right?
I can't judge every man like every man cheats. I can't judge every man like every man is the same. They're not. Y'all all are different ages, come from different backgrounds, raised differently.
Yep. But y'all, when y'all talk about us, y'all lump us together. That's the problem.
We don't do nothing.
Yes, y'all do, because you watch. You can see it on social media. Y'all men. Y'all
we're talking to a specific type of men. You just feel triggered.
I don't feel triggered. I don't feel triggered because I know I'm a man.
Go right past it.
I'm a man.
When I'm speaking to a specific type of man, they know who I'm speaking to and they comment.
But
a man that has no reason.
Yeah, but you say men. No, you wait a minute. How do you have? You
say
you men, and then you say you men, but they know who they are.
So they're men to me, regardless.
But that's painting men with a broad brush, Neek. You can't paint us with a broad brush, then address that kind of man that you're talking about.
When I say the men who, it is your job to say this does not relate to me. Let me move on.
It's not your job to paint a broad brush. I don't do it to all women.
The man who, anytime I speak on men, I said the men who. I'm very, very specific in what I say, because all men don't cheat. All men don't treat women a certain way. All men are not the same. So I can't say men. Just in a general sense.
But I'm not talking about you, Nick. I'm talking about general. Women say men are dogs. They don't say that's a generalization. Yeah. That's how society expresses themselves.
No, that's the men that they decide to surround themselves with. That's the man that they say, oh, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash when it comes to this.
Why do men do this? Why do men cheat? Why do men do that? Why do men do this?
Ask that question, but say, oh, I gravitate more towards men because I can relate to them more.
And it's like we cheating. It's like we're cheating with ourselves. We're cheating with women that cheat too.
And then they would be like, oh well, he cheated because she nagged too much. Well, all men cheat, but they cheat because of this. Yeah.
Me, you see, Mr. Sammy?
Yeah, because like that's right. Women cheat too.
Yeah, we're horrible. I was a horrible cheater when I cheated. I mean, like to this day, one of my ex, he can't even hold a stable relationship because of me, and I'm I'm ashamed of that.
And what about you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have absolutely no problem.
Yep.
I did my therapy.
You're grown now. You grown up. You're past that.
Yep, I was 18.
Damn.
Y'all crazy. Y'all think emotions just starting to shake my head.
I'm sorry. What are you mumbling?
I mumble because y'all want to say grown people and this, that, and the other. And it's not always. I do understand about maturity comes into play on certain things and certain decisions, but how certain people feel don't matter if they're 60 and they're not immature. It's just how they feel and how they move. That's it.
Yeah,
it's not about maturity, but you want to label them. Oh, you grow up and this, that, and that's right. Y'all talk a bunch of crap because some people it's who they are, and it has nothing to do with maturity.
I agree. It has absolutely nothing to do with age, maturity.
It doesn't all the time.
Just that way. Okay. That's what I said about that ex. He's just that way. That's who he is.
That's who he is.
So when you speak on things, I get that you're not talking about everyone. So when I say about growing up and being mature, what makes you think I'm talking about everybody?
I was reading. You read the text message. Remember,
same thing,
don't take it.
So
same thing. I've said, and I'm going after the text message. It's not you, Veronica. If you agree with them, fine. But I'm going out. They said growing up about grown people, older,
and we should. The older we get, we should know how to communicate with our other one instead of stepping out.
We should know how to communicate, but you should know how to communicate. But don't because you older don't mean you won't step out. Because you older don't mean you don't do that.
Everybody is not raised the same.
We're not the same. Older don't mean anything sometimes with some people.
How to communicate with you. They know how to communicate with probably your mom and their dad, their sister, their brother, and it may not be the way you communicate. I've learned that in like my 36 years in life. I now know that everybody does not communicate the same. Everybody does not speak the same.
You're right.
Everybody does not feel feelings.
And a lot of people get together and they're not compatible. And see, that's why we're not compatible, but we try to become compatible, trying to fit a square into a circle. And we're
I don't
not
like that. I don't like that because we're not always going to be compatible. I could be compatible.
Then why be together if you're not compatible?
I could be compatible with you when I'm 18. I may not be compatible with you when I'm 19 because I'm growing. It doesn't mean that I learn like I'm a different person.
So why spend your life? Try to spend your life together if you're not compatible.
I'm not compatible with you right now, but then I may be compatible with you when I'm 38.
I'm talking about when you at 18, 25, you get married, and 40, you realize this ain't working because we're not on the same page. Our life has changed to the point that we've grown out of love, or we've grown apart. Okay. We've grown, and if you've grown apart, then why stay? Why stay if you're grown apart?
I would tell somebody not to. Like, it's okay. I think a lot of people frown upon realizing that at this point in life they're not compatible anymore, and it's like, okay, we failed. No, you didn't fail. You basically grew with this person, and y'all are at a point in life where it's time to go your separate ways, and that's okay. And you have to learn that that's okay. It's not meant for you to say, okay, we're gonna work this out and we're gonna try to make this fit. And no, it's okay that we grew into two different people. That's okay. You go your way, I go out my way. I wish you everything in life that you deserve. I wish you the best. And you go your way, whether we have children or not. Like, that needs to be normal, that people may grow in separate ways, and it's okay. Especially when you like get married at 18 or 20 or 25. Like, a lot of times you're just starting life and you're just figuring out who you are or where you want to go in life. And even at 30 something years old, sometimes like I question what I want to do. So like, if I'm 60 years old and I tell my partner, like, hey, the direction you're going, I'm not going anymore. But I respect the direction you're going, and I'm not going to disrespect you. So I'd rather let you go in that direction and support you in that direction. And I hope you will respect and support me in mine.
Yeah, and it goes back to communication. Communication. Like, you have to communicate with one another. That's all I'm saying. Communicate. Yeah. Let the person know. Instead of you going out, stepping out, communicate. See what you can change if you want to change what's going on in your relationship. But if you just want to step out just to step out.
Yeah, I don't believe there is a such thing as somebody can make you step out or push you to stepping out. Like,
that's your choice.
Yeah, that's a choice. If you want to step out or you want to be with someone else, have that conversation with your significant other. Like, hey, I would like to explore my options. Like, they may not like it, but that's still okay. It's okay for them to feel their feelings and to feel hurt because they have feelings for you. That's normal again. And a lot of times we try to take that like, oh, he doesn't like me, or no, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. It's him. He's at a point in his life that he doesn't know what he wants. And allow him that moment to figure out what he wants instead of trying to be obsessive and control the situation and say, you're supposed to love me. You're supposed to like me. And if you love me the way you say you love me, then you would leave her alone and you would just be with me. But that's real, and that's not realistic, because I may not know if I want to be with you the rest. I may love you, but I may not know if I want to be with you the rest of my life.
You see, and I like Jason's comment. He says love is not 24/7 happiness, and that's a fact. It takes work. Don't up and leave when you are unhappy. You have to put in the work sometimes, and that's the truth. You're going to work for anything. I don't care what it is. You're going to, if it's something that you want, you're going to work for it. You're going to, and it definitely go for a relationship. If you want that relationship to work, if you want that marriage to work, you're going to put in the work to try to make it work. I know that's what I did. I can only speak for Veronica, but
yeah, and I agree with you to an extent. I do believe a relationship is work, but when it comes into you being unhappy, I don't believe that. I believe you can be happy with a situation and uncomfortable. Like, I'm uncomfortable with how you are right now. I still love you. I still feel the same about you, but I'm uncomfortable. Or I view you in a different light, or you've changed, and I have to get to know this new individual that you're becoming. I can see that and you working on getting to know that person all over again. But when you're unhappy, I just feel like that's the beginning of the end, because I've never heard somebody say, I was unhappy in my marriage and it worked out.
I go back to what Veronica said about, because we talk about this on the show, no matter what we may disagree with, is about communication and about communicating. And it's about communication. And, you know, one of the things is, and the reality is that sometimes you can talk with your significant other and y'all can come to the meeting of the minds on that. But the question is, when you don't come to the meeting of the minds and you're married and you just don't want to just throw the marriage away, but you become frustrated. If one or both become frustrated, it causes other things and other options. So I agree with what Veronica said, because we've all said it on this show. It's about communication and communicating and opening up and talking about your feelings. But then in reality, a lot of people don't want to go through the divorce. They don't want to break up. There's kids, But after talking and talking and talking, and you're not making any headway or leadway,
Right.
it causes you to do other things that start off small that can spiral out of control with cheating or whatever, however you want to look at it.
And I agree with that, because it's like when you're not, I believe it's called not being honest with yourself. Because if you're not happy, there is no work that's going to make you happy.
You don't think so?
There's no, and I'm not saying that you can't work through hard times, but when you're not happy, like if I'm not happy with you, I'm trying to work into being happy with you. That's hard to, like, I'm not happy. That's like going to a job every day and saying, I'm trying to work with being happy with what I do, and I'm not happy with it. You're going to find another job, or another job is going to be there saying, hey, we're paying more for less to work, for less to stress.
I don't know. I know a lot of people that been unhappy for a moment. Like they was happy when they first got together. In the middle of the marriage, things went sour. They wasn't happy. And now they're happy again. So I'm not going to say just because someone is unhappy at that moment that they can't turn things around and get back to that place where they're both are happy again. I'm not going to say that, because if you work for something, going back to working, if you work for something and truly work for something and you both want it to work, it's going to work.
Okay, so this is how I look at it. Like I said, again, it's like a job, because are they unhappy or are they just mad at the moment? Because there's a difference in I'm unhappy and I'm upset, or I'm not feeling it at the moment. Because if I'm unhappy and you never want to be somewhere you're unhappy. Because imagine going to a job every day, you're unhappy. I'm uncomfortable at this job. I'm not happy at this job. This is not fulfilling my needs of what I need to progress in life. Like, this is, I'm feeling like I'm being held back.
So I understand, but I hear both of y'all. If you,
so you can sit here and work on it. You can go to work every day and dress your best. You can go to work every day and work your hardest. But if you're not happy, nothing is going to make you happy in that situation, in that job, because a relationship is a job that you have took. I took this job to be your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and I feel like I'm obligated to being, I'm not gonna say making you happy, because happiness is a personal thing, but making you the person like choosing you every day.
So you both said, so you both saying about happy. So Veronica's saying that if one person is unhappy and you talk about it and you work towards it, and she's seen, for example, of them working to it and to the point that they work back to happiness. I agree with that. If Neek's saying that one person is not happy and they're not working towards, or that person don't feel like that they're not getting anything out of the relationship.
I'm not saying they're not working towards. You could be working towards anything.
But if you're not happy at the end of the day, then it's dead. It's dead.
Yeah,
it's dead. It's dead. You can go on all night. It's dead. It's a dead thing. It's time to move on. That's all to it.
And you know what? Let's go to Tim's comment. There's a lot of good comments coming through, and it's 10 o'clock. We're going to have to wrap it up. But Tim says, and let me get through these comments, guys, okay?
Go ahead.
Tim says, if you believe being unhappy in a relationship means it's over, you're for the streets. Just be a side chick. Avery, he said something earlier that I got to go up. But Jason says men ain't happy half the time. Why females think they should be happy all the time? Alicia says, Veronica, you said the key word. They both have to want it to work. Tanya says, without communication and trust, there's nothing. It's done.
Right.
Avery says the most important part of communication is listening and not talking. Toshiba, I hope I be saying your name right. Happiness comes from within. Another person cannot make you happy. They can add to your happiness, but they cannot make you happy. You have to do the work. Those are a few that I want to go to. There's a lot of comments coming through, but we can just, brush up on those right quick. But I think those are really great comments.
Yeah. Those are great comments. I agree completely, especially with the last one. Like, happiness is personal. So if I'm unhappy at the moment with you, I have to move on.
Even
Vic,
even if you was in, say like you was in a relationship for 7 years. So if you get to that point where something happened and you're not happy, you're out. You're not even going to try to make it work. You're out.
Why waste 3 more years on something that I was already unhappy? Like, I already established I was unhappy. And I did nothing about it. I didn't remove myself from the unhappy situation. I try to make it work. So now for 3 more years or 2 more years or 5 more years, I decided to try to make something work that I was unhappy. That's like I said, like being at a job that I'm not happy with.
No,
I can't.
I'm
Like,
not.
and like we talked previously on the last show that I was on about marriage. And like I said, I view marriage as just a relationship. It's a relationship with a piece of paper that's like you're legally binded, and it costs money to leave you from. That's how I look at marriage. So when I say I'm not happy about something I'm paying for, I put my money into, I invested in, I'm not happy, and I got to continue to put my money into something I'm not happy in, I'm going to feel some type of way. I'm going to feel some type of resentment because I'm not happy. And especially if I'm talking to you and I'm telling you I'm not happy. Something, this ain't flowing.
So are you going to give them a chance? Are you going to give them a chance to make whatever it is that you're not happy about? Are you going to give them a chance to make it right? Or are you going to be out?
Back to that comment, happiness is within. So that person can't make me happy. I'm not happy. This situation is not fulfilling me.
No, but I'm saying if this person that you're with is putting their all to try to get you to be happy again, you're not going to give them that chance. You're out. So
There is no
what you're
chance
saying?
to be had. Happiness is a personal thing. They can't make me happy. They can put a smile on my face. I can laugh for a moment, but I'm not happy in this current situation. I have to remove myself to put myself in a position where I am happy. And it may be removing myself from this relationship.
and last week we had a letter about there was a letter about a man and a woman. So let's just say I get married to a woman who has 3 kids, and she says we both said we're going to try to have a child, and then we don't. We as time goes on, we don't have that child. And then she was like, well, I don't want to have a child, and I'm good with my 3. I'm good with my 3, but I'm not happy because I want my own child between you. But now you're content with your 3 that are not my biological children. If I'm not happy with that, then I have to remove myself from that situation. That's a different. Yeah, I have to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because you want your own child, and it's not fair to you to put yourself in an unhappy situation just to suit her. You're trying to remain in something that doesn't even make sense to work on when it's not going to happen. It's a personal issue. You want a child. She cannot give you a child. She cannot give you that happiness because you have to make that child.
Yeah.
So Tangy says before you, and we're going to wrap it up because this is 5 after 10. This has been a really, great show tonight. So Tangy says before you give up your relationship, you need to at least try to find out what's causing the unhappiness.
True.
I agree. I agree there because it may be something deeper that doesn't have anything to do with your significant other.
And see, and that's what I was saying. So you're not gonna just give up like as soon as you find yourself unhappy. I mean,
if you're unhappy with the situation at hand, yeah. But if you're not happy with self, or you're not happy where you're at, or you're not like, if I walk in the door and I'm like, I don't like this house. It has nothing to do with my significant other, but I don't like walking into this house, being here with you, sitting here watching this TV. It's nothing to do with you. It's just I'm not happy. That's a personal thing. That's something I have to work on. That's something I may need to go to therapy and talk to somebody about. But if I tell you I'm not happy with you, There's something about you, whether it's, and it doesn't even have to be sexual. It can just be communication. It can be the way you treat me. I have a right to say I'm not happy with this. I'm going to remove myself to make myself
I
happy.
mean, yes, you definitely have that right to make yourself happy in any situation. Let me get to Jason's comment right quick.
He's got two, Veronica.
Let's see.
The first one says men ain't happy half the time, while
Mhm.
females think they should be happy all the time.
Mhm.
And then I said a little something to him. And then he says, I hate my damn job. I ain't never happy to go, but I can't tell the bill collector I can't pay them. I can't pay them their money because I ain't happy and quit my job. Men don't have a fallback because we are not respected without money.
It's like 3 different situations in that of
That's
what
good.
But they all true. No matter how
Yeah.
many situations in there.
because,
they
like,
all
I mean, even though he doesn't want to quit his job because he's obligated to paying his bills to live, you're not obligated to staying married to somebody to be able to pay your bills or do anything.
I didn't see married in none of that. He did not.
But that's what I'm saying. There's different. He says, I hate my damn job, because he went to me saying, you go to a job you don't like, you're gonna go find another job, right? Because he has the option of finding another job. He chooses to stay there and be unhappy because he has to pay his bills. Like a lot of people stay in marriages to make sure their kids have 2-parent homes.
So they wrong?
What? Damn right. My happiness comes
Why
first.
you? I'm not staying in no job if I'm not happy, and I've never did.
Yeah.
I never did. No, I left.
I think
I left, but I didn't quit. I didn't quit a job and then look for a job. I worked that job, found another job, and then quit the job I wasn't happy with.
Well,
You got to be smart. Don't be dumb. Don't be
You ain't
dumb.
do the
That's
work if you still
yeah,
unhappy
that's
at
a
a job,
dumb-
because you can do the work
yeah,
and find
but
another job.
That may be easy to say now because jobs are kind of easily to come
Thank
by.
you, Veronica.
They're not easy to come by.
but-
maybe you ain't got a skill set that you can't switch a job. Then
It's-
you got to be stuck on a job.
And now you're stuck in a relationship.
Thank you,
It's-
Veronica. Finish your point, Veronica.
You just can't just step off a job just because you just feel like, oh my God, I hate my job. You have to think of other things as well. Maybe this job is paying a good salary, and you just you're not gonna just up and quit. Like he said, he has bills to pay. You know, like you just ain't gonna just like I'm not gonna up and quit the radio station.
But I agree with you. But I just said you find a new job and then you quit the job you're not happy with.
But the thing, like, jobs are hard to come by. Well, now, I mean, you can get a little job, a little piece of job if you want a piece of job, but a good paying job, like, why?
Maybe I'm different. I went to school and I put myself in a position that I could go and get better jobs.
That's not what she's saying.
Yes, it is about putting yourself in a better position. If you stuck in a job because you can't go get another job, then you limit yourself.
But she's not saying that. Like, even though that their jobs are still hard, you can go to 10 interviews and not get a job. Like, that's the reality of life right now.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest. But if I'm not happy,
and who wants to
my mental health comes first. I will go to the doctor and get a note and take my 12 weeks. I'm sorry, short-term disability, and sit at home before I be miserable at a job. And that's real. So that's
what women have that option. Men don't.
Men have that option. Men don't allow themselves to have that option because a lot of men were not raised to be able to accept that option as being okay. Make that normal.
Mr. Sammy said lots of people are not happy on their job. Most people.
And
I love my job. I love my job. I love what I do.
And if I was still stuck in a job, I'd still be making $16,000 a year. It's about progression. I didn't look in my life. It was not about always not being happy on the job. It was about progressing and wanting different things in life and learning in life. And I was able to step up to make more money. That's what life was about, making more money. That was about making more money, putting myself in a better situation and giving myself more responsibility as I grew in life in a job. I grew in radio. I've been in radio for a long time. I don't make the same money that I made before. And if I was working, I just happen to be
But I'm
blessed.
saying, if you was on a stable job, you've been on your job for 16, 17 years.
Right.
You at this point now where you don't like your job. You're just gonna up and leave.
If I don't like it, I'm leaving.
You'll
I've been on
just up
jobs
and leave.
8 years, Veronica, and I work in data center, but let's forget radio. I come out of the computer world. I have an electrical engineering technology degree. So I come out of the computer world. I worked on jobs for 8 to 10 years, and they changed and they grew into stagnant. I didn't like it. I got frustrated. So I went on job interviews, got a better job, and I left that job. That's what it's been. And I've done that, and I've done that numerous times.
Same. I have the job that I have now because I quit a job after 9.5 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Veronica, I'm answering that. Hell no. I hate my job, and I love my paycheck. And if I could find a better paycheck somewhere, which I know I can't, then I'd leave. But for right now,
are you looking?
Yeah, and I love my job, and I make a good salary now.
You said what, Nick?
I made $15,000 more than I was making at my last job that I stayed at unhappy for 9.5 years, and I was making good money.
You making more money now in something you like doing?
I'm making $15,000 more.
So you
a year.
That doesn't apply to what we're saying.
But it does apply where it's saying. But what I'm saying is I'm happy. It's not even about the money. I'm happy. I switched jobs. I went out there. I looked for a job that was going to make me happy, and I'm there. And it's not even about, okay, well, I pay my bills. And I'm more happier at my job where it's more relaxed. I'm making more money for less of the stress. That's what I'm saying. So it is related to what we're talking about, very much so. I don't have to get off. I'm able to get off of work and come talk to y'all instead of saying I have to go lay down. I don't feel like talking.
All right. So let's wrap it up right there. Mr. Sammy, hey. Yep. It's always about the money. When it comes to providing, doing things that you want for you and your family, you have to take all that in consideration before you just up and quit your job. But let's give final thoughts. Nick, final thoughts on the letter?
My final thoughts on the letter is, again, she's stuck on stupid. Don't leave something that may be very healthy for you, that may make you happy. Like, try it out, work with it before you go back to what's familiar, because it may just disappoint you again, and you may end up back at square one, trying to rebuild and getting back to where you are now. That's what I have to say.
15.
Now you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I just want to make sure she was done. So my thing is just weigh your options and realize that it's going to be one or the other choice, and you can't keep both. So if you stay with the guy, that is doing everything that's right, and you feel that you're in love with someone else, then you realize that you may not love this person like you love that person, but at least you know you got a good person. If you go for the person that you love and you really want to forgive that person, because people do forgive people for whatever they do, cheating, having a baby on them or whatever, they do forgive people. If you want to do that, realize what you're giving up, but if you're willing to put that all on the line to go after who you really love, then that's your choice, and then do it. Do what's in your heart, because at the end of the day, that's what will make you happy.
So Cheryl said her final thoughts is, what's the man's name? The good man. So I'm gonna say this, and I think a lot of you women don't understand what it is. This will stop a man from cheating if it's that simple. Like Halle Berry said, love should have brought your ass home last night, and that's all I'm saying.
That was Tony.
That was Halle Berry that said that in the movie Boomerang. But Tony Braxton made a song.
I'm too young.
So yeah. But go ahead, V.
I feel like we all have to like really take a step back when we're making decisions like this. I mean, if we're ever in this situation, she says she has a good man. And from her words, she said, all that I want in a man, he has it. So my thing is, if you feel this way, why and you know, maybe I shouldn't question her because you know a lot of people have been in situations before where they still have feelings for their ex or whatever. I just say close that door with your ex if you choose to, and it seems like you don't leave this man. I'm all over the place right now because I'm kind of like I don't know, like you got this man now that you're seeing in this place where his feelings are probably caught up. Communication is key. And I say this over and over again. Communicate. If you don't want to be with this new guy, just go ahead and tell him, hey, I'm sorry. I apologize. I wasn't over my ex and blah, 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 blah. I mean, say something. I remember earlier in the show, Victor was saying you don't owe this new guy anything, like just up and leave. But out of respect, I feel like you should communicate with this guy and let him know how you feel. What's your feelings? Don't continue to stay in something and drag this person along when you know you don't want to be there. Go ahead and let this brother know so that he can go his separate way and he can live his life. It won't be a year down the road later and then you come out and say this. Like when you play with people's feelings, sometimes people get hurt behind it. And you don't want to be in a situation where you didn't lead this brother down this road thinking that, that y'all going to stay together. You only want him. And then you turn around and you tell him that you're going to your ex. But I'm going to say this. Make sure you make that right decision because your ex, you saying, he slept around with his ex. Be careful. Just because you think he's single doesn't mean that he's not seeing anyone. You don't even know if he want you back. So just make smart decisions. I don't know your age. I don't know how old you all are or whatever, but there's a time where we have to, make smarter decisions than what we did when we was teenagers and in our 20s. We have to make smart decisions, not only when it comes to relationships, when it comes to life, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to the food we eat, when it comes to working out, all this stuff, we have to make smarter decisions. So I just hope that you make the best decision and do the right thing that's going to make you happy, because at the end of the day, we have to live for us. We have to live for what's going to make us happy. So we can give you our opinions and what we think, you should do. But at the end of the day, you have to live with it and you have to make your decision. Guys, it is 10:20. And let me see something right quick. Hold on.
Can I say something to you, Veronica? Somebody had made this comment. Victor responded to it, and they said that the little bit of what Veronica said tonight was on point. I'm paraphrasing, and Victor, you came back and said that, and I want to say that Veronica was a great point guard tonight. So she dished it. She allowed us to go at it. But then when she did speak, she scored that basket. So sometimes a host does that. And she did it. She nailed it. She nailed it on most of the conversation that she did say when she did. Yeah, she didn't speak as much as we did, but she nailed it when she did speak. So I just want to comment on that because somebody wrote that and then Victor responded to it. Yeah, that was right on point. Great point job tonight. That's what a good point job does at times. So you not only dished it, you scored.
And she gathers us all together.
Yeah, of course. Well, because we go at it. That's how we go. I yell at Victor.
She's like, all right. First of all, we're gonna run it back.
I said Neek was drinking. I said she's feeling that wine a little bit. But anyway, I gotta eat, y'all, because I gotta eat. I'm diabetic number 2, so I gotta eat. I can feel it coming on.
I would have to go to 2 bottles to feel it.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all for hanging on with us for what, 2 hours and 18 minutes. We appreciate y'all so much. That shows us that y'all love the show and y'all love what we're doing. And we appreciate y'all so much for supporting Tangy of Life each and every week. Meek, thank you so much for joining us again tonight. It was a pleasure as always. Of course, we know you'll be back. We appreciate you and giving your thoughts and your opinions. Thank you for going at it with a team. I wasn't by myself. And also Victor. No, thank you so much for joining us tonight, though, for real. Team all the way from WBLS, New York. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brother Victor, damn it, boy White. Always. Thank you, my brother. We appreciate all of y'all for leaving y'all comments. It was some great comments coming through tonight. We appreciate y'all. Hopefully we can get to them. Victor, for Team Meek, we'll go back through comments and answer comments that we see fit. And yeah, have a great night. Thank y'all so much. Be blessed. Have a great week. Next Tuesday, we'll be back with a great show. Enjoy your weekend. Thank y'all so much. Have a good night.
Bonus noches.
Thank
Buenas noches. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hit things like roach.